Hello.
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 Hi. Happy Music Monday.
Happy
Music Halloween Monday.
Holiday Monday.
Monday.
Go to bed. All right, I'm sharing this on my own page right now.
So yes, you guys just had a live stream.
We just finished, hence why we are dressed like this, because we were doing, like a Halloween themed cover set live stream. We do it every Monday from 7 to 8. So we did not have time to change out of our, but why not? I mean, this is fun. I feel
It's
like
fun, yeah. It'll be memorable.
Yes.
I'm sharing this. I'm just sharing this to my Facebook pages, and then I'm going to put my phone down.
So how's it going with you folks?
It's going well. Oh, we have Jerry in the chat. Hello, Jerry.
Do you guys want to introduce yourselves and what you got going on these days?
Sure. We're Lara, Hope, and the Ark-Tones from Kingston, New York, which is up by Woodstock, about 90 minutes north of New York City. And I am Lara Hope. I sing and play rhythm guitar.
We are the Ark-Tones. I'm Matt Goldpaw. I play the upright bass and sing backups.
I'm Eddie Ryan. I play lead guitar and also sing backups.
And these days, since pandemic, we've been mostly playing as a trio. And then when the world resumes, we'll get back to a 4-piece with a drummer.
Nice,
Gotcha.
very cool. How's things going in Kingston?
I mean, stuff's closed,
Yeah.
Like everywhere. It's
We've been doing some outdoor shows at like orchards and
breweries,
outdoor breweries and
cideries.
cideries. Because upstate New York has a few of those. So yeah, that season's about to end.
It was nice that we had the opportunity to actually still play to some extent at all these like nice outdoor spots, but I think we have 2 weekends left of outdoor shows, and then after November 14th, we only have like live stream virtual stuff on the calendar.
Yeah. Now, are you guys doing covers or originals at those places?
We mostly play I'd say 75% originals, and then throw in a few covers here and there.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Tonight was
Yeah.
a different Halloween thing. That's why we were playing covers.
Our
Cool.
songs dressed up as other people's songs.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have a lot of outdoor places out here on Long Island, breweries and wineries and stuff like that, but most of them are all cover bands for that type of setting. So for original bands, there really isn't too much as
We
far as
do
outdoor
like a
shows.
classic country cover set because we sometimes play at a place near us called the Rocking Horse Ranch, and it's a family resort with a dude ranch theme. So we do go
Nice.
there and do all old country stuff like Patsy Cline and Hank Williams and Johnny Cash and stuff. So I mean, we could do a couple sets of that.
Yeah.
Fun. Cool.
And sometimes we used to play in Florida in the winter time, and yeah, we'd have to kind of play for 3 hours. So
Yeah.
we'd have to pepper in quite a few covers for that.
Mhm.
I mean, we have a bunch of originals, but yeah, we just for those kind of settings, it's
Yeah.
I didn't realize you guys were from Long Island.
Yes.
Or yeah, that's where I'm from originally.
Oh, cool.
So from Plainview.
There you go.
Nice. And I think the last time I saw you was in Kingston, right?
Yeah, at
Yeah.
UPAC.
Yes.
When we I'll tell for the people that are watching when we it was in 2018 and we got to open up for Joan Jett at one of our local theaters called UPAC, and I saw you, Annie, and it was the coolest night ever.
it really was.
Yeah.
It was so amazing.
You can't see it from here, but we do have the Joan signed picture on the wall over in the living room over there.
Mhm.
My mom got a photo with her, and that was even more amazing.
Mhm. I remember my mom came to a meet and greet once, and the traffic was so bad in Jersey, I think it was. She showed up, I think with slippers on by the time she made it to the meet and greet because she had to walk through the entire parking lot. I think it was the PNC, and I'm like, okay, here's my mom in her slippers. There, let's take a photo here.
That's awesome. But Annie, I was trying to remember where we first met because I know we met somewhere else, and I was blanking on it.
Well, we played at the Anchor with No Small Children. Were you at
Oh yeah,
that?
yep. Yeah, we were definitely at that show.
Cool.
Okay, that's
I don't-
what it was.
I don't know if that was before or after, but
Okay, yeah, I guess I
feel
don't
like that. I
remember.
think that was after.
Maybe that was
actually.
after. I don't know. Maybe I
Yeah.
just knew of your band and I knew who you were before we met in person. I
I
couldn't
feel like
remember.
you probably played together when you had Tiger Pists.
That's what I was wondering because like I used to do a more like punk band and I thought maybe Tiger Piss and you guys had played a show together, but I don't.
I don't think so.
We should have.
Yeah,
It would
it
have
sounds
been
like
pretty
fun.
appropriate.
But I'm from Staten Island, so if you played there with that, then maybe.
I don't think I've ever played on Staten Island.
Yeah.
I played there once with my old band.
Yeah.
And it was
What place?
it was I don't remember.
It's probably Dock Street.
Yeah. I honestly don't. I got embarrassingly drunk that night. Like I came home with one shoe. It was like
One
that.
shoe
It was,
drunk.
yeah, it was like one of those.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
I legitimately just realized I'm wearing 2 pairs of glasses. That wasn't intentional.
So what are you guys
2020,
dressed
dude.
up? What are you guys dressed up as?
That's
I know
some
you're
2020
Slash.
vision.
Slash Matt's like a half man, half woman.
I'm man slash
Stand
woman.
up and show
Yeah.
them your costume. It's like half dress, half suit.
You're a human.
Love it.
Very nice.
And Eddie
I
was a
My
cowboy,
hat
but he
is over there. I just got tired of wearing the hat.
now he's Eddie.
Yeah,
So you're the cowboy that fell off his horse and lost his hat.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yee fucking ha.
Yeah, it wasn't like a group costume. We just kind of like,
Yeah.
Yes, do you think?
put together what we had.
Oh, I'll join. I still have my bad ears here.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
My
Yeah,
costume's
well,
close
then.
by.
I don't have anything around.
It's still Day of the Dead until tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Days of the Dead. It should be Days of the Dead, but yeah. Yes, De los Muertos.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So when was the last time you guys played? I mean, I know you said you were doing some breweries and wineries and stuff. How long was it? Like, was there a gap between your last show and lockdown and then playing those wineries, or was it straight into it?
Oh yeah, totally.
I think there was 3 months that
Yeah.
we didn't play anything.
I didn't even see you guys.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't
we didn't
see
see
Eddie,
Eddie for almost 6
long.
months.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was I think it was 4.5, 5
Was it?
months when we first saw you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we're
I-
still wearing masks around him in the house. Like Lara and I live
Mhm.
together, but yeah, we have you
Since
know,
Eddie's like,
Eddie sees his parents a lot, and
Yeah.
you know, yeah, our county has been pretty good with with cases, so you know,
Because we all have our
Yeah.
masks on,
Yeah.
so not gonna stop now.
yeah. Yes, I think our first show was like mid-June, I want to say.
yeah,
So it was like mid-March to April to May. So yeah, so
Mhm.
3 months and nothing. And then
Yeah.
the weather was good enough that people could do stuff outside. And luckily we live upstate, so there's more property. I mean, I do have friends that are playing in Brooklyn in the city, and our friend Seth was saying he's been playing in doorways, like literally like the doorway of a restaurant. They stick him there because here it's nice, like places have beer gardens and
Mhm.
there's bigger outdoor space. But it was crazy not playing for 3 months, and I mean we're going back into it now, and it's gonna probably be longer than 3 months. Is like
Yeah.
there are some places that are going to be having live music indoors. I just don't know that we're comfortable playing indoors right now, unless like there's a venue that's maybe taking some like really good precautions. Like we are doing one a week, but it's not a dinner show. It's like a post-dinner show, so the audience will be masked, and it'll only be like X amount of people at a time, and then they'll clean out the room, and then we'll do a second set for different people.
Mhm.
And there's another venue by us that told me they're about to drop $24,000 to put in an air filtration system that's been used in like hospitals and doctors' offices that are supposed to be able to kill the germs on contact, the colony in Woodstock.
Really?
So they're working on that so they can continue to have indoor shows, and even after that, it'll be like, kind of like what I just mentioned, like 2 different seatings of 2 different shows where you could just
Yeah.
do limited amount of people, clean the place out, and then do it a second time.
And honestly, like I've been kind of wondering, like if anyone has any connection to, even anybody watching, I've been thinking about what about those, those like tennis courts that are like an inflatable thing,
Yeah, the big domes.
Yeah. Like I wonder what the science is of that, because it's like constantly moving air, right?
Mhm.
So like who knows if maybe that would be an option for indoor shows.
A
I don't
bubble
know.
show.
But if somebody knows,
Yeah.
that would be helpful.
The Flaming Lips did the show where everyone had their own bubble.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say just stay outside, just put up heat lamps by every table, like they're doing at the restaurants. And just-
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're hard.
Yeah.
We ordered one to
For
put
our
in our
backyard.
yard just so we could hang out with our friends, but everything on Amazon is like so back ordered, or it's coming from China, that it's going to be another like 6 weeks till we get it.
Mhm.
We have a little outdoor fireplace, and yeah, we can have like little wood fires.
It's better than
Yeah.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What about by you guys? Are things open, or is there nothing to do?
Some stuff is, some stuff isn't. It's kind of weird what's open and what's not. I feel like they just keep making up rules every day. It's like, oh, you can open, but you can't. It's like, well, what's the difference? Yeah, it's just all kind of weird.
Yeah, there's been like some like solo acoustic acts or cover bands that have been playing. A lot of the like original bands, you know, especially like more of the punk metal that, you know, that are not, you know, people are going to go out to a restaurant, I guess, and sit down and see, you know, punk metal bands necessarily, which are mostly at all the indoor clubs. You know, a few of the bigger ones shut down permanently because of this, which, you know, really sucks. So we're just hoping the rest of them could kind of make it out of this through the winter. There are some other clubs that are doing shows that were like in the middle of everything, just doing like underground shows, and they got caught. And like, it's just like, what, you know, we all want to play, we all want to get there, but it's like, let's do it right and safe, you know. And for bands like us, you know, it's all about personal connection. So it's like, you want to be, you know, we want to be able to go and say hi and sign our mailing list, come to our merch booth. It's like, you know, we got to all figure out what the safe way to do that is.
Of
you
course.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really bummed out about the venues that have closed since COVID, and scared about what's going to happen, you know, as this continues. Like, I really hope that there can be a little bit more help and some more, you know, of the small business loans or to save the stages. I hope that comes through, because what the hell? What's going to happen if not?
Yeah. I mean, hopefully even like localities will allot some arts budgets and be able to host some events. But yeah, I don't even, you know.
Yeah, because really, unless the place has food right now, they're kind of can't be open, you know, because I know it's like I don't know if it's there in Kingston too. Is it like if you go to a bar, you have to eat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. I know it's like, I wasn't sure if it was the entire New York State or just like.
No, even as a band, and I have like a drink ticket, and I go up and I'm like, can I grab a beer? I'm definitely ordering food later. They're like, you kind of have to order food now. You know, yeah, people take it pretty seriously here. There was one place that was under a lot of scrutiny in Woodstock, and they were
for no good reason.
Yeah, for no good reason. It was just because the neighbor used to call the cops all the time on like something else that was there, and you know, it was just one of those things. And this is like a, you know, large, respectable sort of a place, and they were they had to do it so literally that you had to buy food with every single drink. Which,
well, needless to say, that didn't work out very well, and they're not
out.
having music anymore. There's like a dive bar in our town that I just heard that they've been closed, you know, since COVID, and I just heard that they're going to reopen soon, and they're going to serve peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah.
Wasn't there? I think there was a place just serving hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Once.
And like Depression era, I guess there was some kind of thing where like there would be a sandwich that you just have, and I think some places, even in some other states, have had a thing where like if you just have the sandwich on your drink tray or your plate, and if you eat it, you have to pay for it. Yeah, you could like buy another one. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder if the place near us is just going to be those places where you just have to have the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it just gets passed around to everybody.
Yeah.
Don't eat that one.
Yeah, just don't eat it. You know, you just pay for it and let it sit there, and yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Oh my God, let me see your dog.
Oh, this is Bruce Wayne. Oh, jeez.
Bruce Wayne, you're so cute. We love smooshy facey dogs.
Yes, he's very smushy.
What a cutie. Oh, we should try to
Adorable.
get. Let me try to get our dog.
Okay.
Well, as long as they're doing that, I'll be right back too.
It's time for everyone to get their dogs. I just want to say hello to everyone in the virtual chats and on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. If anyone has any questions for anyone about anything, let us know. We do have a question.
She's got it.
Oh,
Dolly.
hello.
She's wearing her
look.
Halloween outfit too.
Who's that?
This is Dolly.
Hi.
Dolly dog.
You
She
wanna
comes
say
on
hi
tour with
first?
us.
Oh, yeah.
She's got her own little seat in the van in between the two front seats. And
Oh, nice.
she watches the van. And she's pretty awesome.
She loves cruising.
Nice.
So awkward.
Yeah, he's come to a few local shows. Actually, he was at the Kingston show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And the lady at the Kingston Theater, while we were setting up, was like, "He's not gonna like poop on the stage, is he?" I'm like, "No."
Of course not.
That just means that somebody else's dog did.
I guess so. And I was like, "Does that happen often? People bring their dogs here to just poop in the middle of the stage?" I was like,
Performance art.
All right, I'm gonna put this dog down.
Yeah.
She likes sitting like
Trying
this.
to lure the pups up with treats.
Are you good? Is this fun? Your famous pizza dog.
Dolly the dog, our head of
Dolly.
security.
"Head of security."
That was fun.
There's a question in the chat. What kind of music do you guys play?
It's like generic metal.
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
Out jazz.
Yeah.
It's a lot of times we get kind of looped into the rockabilly category, but it's a little bit that, but I don't know. We kind of say it's like roots rock and roll and rockabilly and like old time country. So I've
And
been
like rhythm and blues a little bit. We delve into that.
it's kind of
Mhm.
like all the different parts of like old rock and roll.
It's American music.
Yeah,
American music.
50s and 60s American music, sort of.
Yeah.
Love American music.
Mm-hmm.
But, like in the style of it. And then with I don't know. We make some weird stuff happen. But
So speaking of weird stuff, did anyone get into weird stuff during the quarantine, like making bread or art or anything?
we had a backyard for the first time, so Lara
Yeah,
gardened
yeah.
a lot. We had our first garden. It didn't go too bad.
No, I actually picked a giant cauliflower yesterday and made some cauliflower soup. That was nice. But
Nice.
Our neighbors grew these squash that are like giant. I guess they still are edible, but they look like unfertilized alien eggs. They are massive.
they're 40 pounds.
Yeah, they're 40 pounds.
They
But
might
in-
be alien eggs. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows?
In the beginning, when we, were really just like at home, the two of us, and we weren't even seeing anybody for that matter, we did write like an album of pandemic inspired songs that are like, some of them are on the funnier side. There's a couple of like heart-wrenching ones, but it's mostly like an uplifting side of the pandemic. And so we recorded ourselves for the first time in our garage studio, and we like released it. It's out. It's called Songs in the Key of Quarantine. And we also made a music video for it that we just put out last week. That's it can be found like on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook pages. I realize now I should have put our band name in the chat where it says our photo. I just put Lara, but instead
Here, wait. I'll change it.
Okay, I should have put Lara.
That's all right. We'll put a link to it later.
Oh, thank you so much.
Too.
There you go.
But that was cool. We did that as a duo. There was one song that we got Eddie to play
I played for like 6 seconds.
lead
or
guitar
something.
on.
Yeah.
It's like,
And he did it virtually.
Yeah.
We sent him the track and he recorded it at home and sent it back to us. And,
Yeah. and Eddie's
yeah.
been doing some cool parodies.
Yeah, I'm getting into
Yeah.
the parody world.
He did an Offspring parody.
I did. I turned Come Out and Play into You Stay Away about social distancing. And then
Nice.
just yesterday, I put out a version of Feel a Whole Lot Better When You're Gone that I made about a certain president waiting to get rid of. So that's out on YouTube.
And he did the Scotch sessions. He and his dad would just like sit around and get drunk and drink
The
scotch.
Scotch
and-
tapes,
or the
they
Scotch
called it.
tapes.
The Scotch tapes, of course.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
nice.
Clever.
So that's just us kind of playing half acoustic in the living room
And drinking scotch and
drinking
taping it.
scotch and taping it. Yeah. So if you put my name into YouTube, Eddie Ryan, that all comes up. So
So we've been trying to stay busy.
Yeah.
Awesome. And
We
your new
worked on
music
our
video just came out, right?
Last week.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's called No Time to Get Bored. And it's about like when you're stuck at home during quarantine, it's all the things you can do while you're home, especially like things you could do if you don't have a lot of money and you're just stuck at home. It's a list of like different things around the house and outside you can do. It's funny.
Nice.
And it's like a tour of our house, which we had a lot of time to work on during quarantine.
But that happened too. Like on March 11th, Matt and I closed on our first house. And then we were also supposed to leave for a 6-week tour with Tiger Army that same night. And like in between the hours of buying our first house and like hitting the road, the whole tour got canceled because of COVID. So suddenly, we were all like, wow, we were so bummed. We had put so much like time and effort into getting this tour ready and we were so excited. But then, we were like, all right, well, I guess we're going to move into our new house that we weren't even going to be in for the first 6 weeks we owned it. So that did like keep us busy and keep us sane. I'm sorry you didn't have that. Sorry you don't have that.
That's right. I was just insane.
Well, congrats on the new house.
Thank you. And real estate prices here really like skyrocketed since then. So we got in right in time.
Yeah, a lot of New York City people had second homes here that they're like making into first homes, and a lot of people that were working remotely are now making their homes here, which
I know it's happening.
I'm all for having the cool people that start businesses here and stuff, but there's
if you're gonna move here, keep your money in your business here. Don't just live here and
employ locals for fair amounts of money.
But I know you said you're on Long Island, and I know there's a similar thing happening there too. And I don't think it's happening on Staten Island also. People like moving out of the city.
I'm in Long Island now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But I have heard that too, with people kind of fleeing to less populated areas.
People want a yard.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
did
nice
hear. Who was it? I think it's someone on the when I'm in my car listening to Howard Stern, one of their employees just like picked up and moved to like Alabama randomly and didn't tell anyone. And they're like, well, whenever we're back in the office, I'll figure it out. And they were like, but why'd you just go? Like, he just like picked up his whole family and he just left. And I was like, but I think that's what a lot of people are doing, especially that like can work virtually for a long time. Just did that, I guess. So
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did have a dog here for about 0.2 seconds. I lured her in with some treats. She took it and ran off. So that's it.
I thought those were Cheez-Its. I'm like, you're giving the dog your Cheez-Its? But then they're not. I just saw a red box. It's like,
It'll work. Who doesn't like Cheez-Its?
I love my dog, but I won't share my Cheez-Its.
I can't say that I have like a loyalty to them though, because I'll still eat cheese nips or goldfish. I don't care. They're all good.
See, goldfish I could do. Cheese nips, not a fan.
Right?
Isn't cheese nips like a Cheez-It knockoff?
Yeah,
but Cheez-Its are so much better.
Nabisco brand or something like that. I don't remember. They probably own all of it, really. Nestle probably owns all three brands or something.
It's the illusion of choice.
Right.
It's all the same.
So you guys are about to go on tour. What we like to ask, what's your favorite tour like after show food stop? Like we always eat eggs all the time. So
where do you get egg? Like from like
diners,
Waffle House, IHOP, Denny's. Like that's like our normal.
Yeah, because usually late at night, like your choices are fast food or eggs. So we're like, all right, eggs are a little healthier, so we'll go with that. Get the breakfast food late at night.
What do we eat? I feel like if there's like a quick check or something like that around, like those kind of late night sandwiches, and it's like we're vegetarian. Eddie's a meat eater, and we have been touring for the past 2 years with our drummer who is vegan and gluten free.
Mhm.
So it was like
tough. That was tough.
it was like a little bit challenging, but he was pretty good at
You would
like
eat fries and salad,
Yeah, a lot of fries and salad. But that's a good thing. Like if you go to Quick Check,
Yeah.
there's actually something everybody can get.
Or
Like,
down south, there's this pizza place called Mellow Mushroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
place, they're open late and they have a vegan, gluten-free pie. They have veg pies. They have everything, and they're open
They're really
kind of
good,
late.
yeah.
I like that place a lot.
You do.
That place is good.
Yeah.
You sure do. We try to keep snacks in the van, and I think one of the last tours we went on, we were saved by the Whole Foods buffet, and which is like not really cheap,
No.
but like we'll try to just go out for like one good meal a day.
If
And
you have
then, like,
Amazon Prime, they give you like a little bit of a discount. It varies from store to store, but yeah.
but it's good because it's like everybody can find something to eat no matter what like your food tastes or preferences are, and it's like kind of quick if you're you could always just like take it to go and eat it in your van or just eat real quick.
But you gotta be careful, man. You start putting too much stuff that's heavy.
They always get
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll add up.
$25.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cheap, but I have, like over the years, like from touring with like a punk band till now, like we used to eat fast food on the road, and like, over the years, like things have changed, and I definitely realized the importance of eating at least like one healthy meal a day when you're on tour, just to like not feel like crap and be able to, you have to get up and get on stage and like be some decent version of yourself.
Like Asian lunch specials, those are huge. Those are huge with us because it's like affordable, and it's always you can always get something with vegetables, recognizable vegetables.
For sure.
Yeah, I know so many bands who just like when they get off of tour, they have to detox.
Yeah.
not just with alcohol, but like with just the amount of fast food and just like crap that they're eating every day. And it's like after a few tours of doing that, you realize you don't want to do that every time.
And the older you get, it gets harder to do that. And function.
Yeah, you don't want to be sick the whole week when you get back. Like you want to get home and be like, all right, let's feel good and keep going.
I feel like we never really did the fast food thing. Like maybe in the morning, I guess, but we're still we just eat eggs all the time.
Yeah.
We eat eggs for breakfast, and then after the show, we eat more eggs. So.
Well, now you got like Google Maps and like Yelp and stuff, or like that wasn't a thing way back when. Like you kind of like had to stop wherever you found,
And iExit. If you guys don't know about the iExit app, it's a lifesaver.
All right.
Tell me more.
It finds where you are on the highway, and it shows you what's at every exit coming up.
I'm
just downloading it right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. Now
Yeah, just
I
the letter I,
exit.
exit.
Yeah.
3 years they'll use.
App Store. iExit.
Hopefully this will be a thing when we tour again.
Yeah.
Before we did eggs, we used to do the subway tours where we would get like the footlong for
Oh,
lunch,
yeah.
and we'd have a cooler with us, and we'd put the other half of the sandwich in the cooler, and that was dinner. So like $5 for the day, and you're good.
$5 for 2 meals. Yep.
Yeah.
And you get a $10 per diem.
Yeah.
Ooh, they even have the iExit Trucker's Guide, which is great because we drive like an overhyped vehicle, and sometimes we have trouble going on certain highways and shit like that. So we'll get the iExit Trucker's Guide.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's a good pointer.
No problem. We also have the truck
Please
app.
sponsor
It's,
this podcast. iExit.
Hang on, I'm gonna give you another good one. It's called DAT Trucker, DAT. It shows you where all the truck stops are and what they have at every truck stop. How many showers they have there. If
Who
they
dat
have
trucker?
laundry machines and food places and all that.
I also love the name DAT Trucker.
Who dat trucker?
Mm-hmm.
And I took my first truck stop shower on the way back last year when Lara broke her leg. She had to fly back. We were in California, and I had to.
Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't break your leg on tour.
Yeah.
Careful of stairs.
Yeah, that was a whole nother. Yeah, we were on a West Coast tour, and I fell down the stairs and like broke my
That was
stuff
a hell of a
so
night.
bad. That was a hell of a night. I was like arguing with the tour manager, and he was vomiting in the parking lot. Sorry, but you were.
That's true.
Yeah, we had a reunion with the sound guys from the Brian Setzer Orchestra.
Right, which is why I was
And
vomiting in the
everybody,
parking lot.
they
kept buying me shots.
They bought everybody beers, and I drove everybody home. I was like the sober guy that's over, within the legal limit guy that night. And
But I have since quit drinking.
but yeah, I drove the van home over 4 days, and somewhere in the Midwest, I like after 3 days, I took a truck stop shower for the first time, and it was great.
We love them.
Right?
Yeah.
They're
It
much
was
nicer
clean.
than you'd expect.
Yeah, they had
What a hotel.
we always joked about it and whatever, but no, it was pretty
So
sweet.
you do them?
We do it all the time.
All the
Yeah.
All the time.
Cool.
Yeah,
We-
the very first time we walked in, like expecting it to be disgusting, we just kind of peeked in, like, and like, oh, it's like a hotel. Okay, we can do this.
Are you like a Pilot or Flying J fan?
We're pilot.
Pilot.
Yeah,
Pilot,
we're pilot
right?
all the way.
Yeah.
Little-
But I
think
mean,
we're
we'll
like
do
the same
Labs, Flying
company.
J, TA, whatever's around, but pilots are favored.
The illusion of choice.
They're all
Although,
owned by the same
That's,
people.
that's the theme. That's gonna be the theme of this episode. The
Yeah.
illusion of choice.
Yes.
That's the name of this Halloween costume.
It is fun. We our first time on tour, I guess, doing the truck stop shower thing. We're like, so how does this work? You know, whatever. And we're like, well, we could all, you know, you got 3 young chicks coming in a truck stop, and we're like, can we just all go in the same thing? You know, because they're big enough for like someone to shower, someone's doing makeup. Like, there's enough room
Right.
for activities in there.
Yeah,
You know?
that is true. You got your own
So
toilet.
the guy at the counter gave us like 7 free showers. So
Yeah.
that lasted us like our whole tour. We're like, woohoo!
Nice.
You know, and we didn't
Yeah.
even shower there. We're like, we'll just leave. We're like, thanks, sir, and left. We were just inquiring.
And then we actually had another fan donate, I think, like 5 truck stop showers because she was a truck driver. And she was like, I have points on my card. Like, here you go. Like, great. She gave us the code in an email. Like, thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, because if we don't have time to like stay at a hotel, it's like, you know, pay
Oh, yeah.
$12 for a shower and then just
Mhm.
you know nap in the van.
They were
You
like
know.
opening up for bigger bands. It was like we were chasing
Yeah.
tour buses, you know, like they would leave the night before and they'd get there, you know, and we'd have to leave, you know, the day of and just drive all day and yeah, you know, getting a shower at some point is nice.
Yeah. And like less stressful to just drive through the night when there's no traffic, nothing going on, and then just go shower at a truck stop and then nap during the day and then go play.
Yeah.
And just take turns driving. One sleeps, one drives. Keep going.
Do you have like a bed in your van or anything, or you just
No,
No, we just, curl up in the fetal position.
we travel in a minivan.
Ah,
We used to do that.
It's pretty
minivan
quick.
life.
It's good on gas.
Yep.
Luckily, none of us are that tall. So,
Yeah.
There's a band called the Two Man Gentleman Band, and they have a song called Into My Minivan. Check it out. It's good. Because they used to tour in a minivan and talk about it a lot.
I'm already into it.
Yeah. Do you tour as a trio, or do you bring a merch person with you?
There's no room in the van for a merch person.
Yeah.
We'd have
You
to
got
like,
two of them,
strap
that's
into the
right.
roof or something.
Got a Teen Wolf it.
Yeah, Roxy normally sleeps on Mel's drum, one of her drums.
Yeah, that's her
Her
pillow.
pillow.
She's always leaning against it.
I can't say that I miss like driving for 8 hours a day. Like the break from tour, although like I do miss a lot about like normal gigging life. Like I don't hate just like not being in the van all the time for a few months and like sleeping in the same bed every night and just like having a little bit of a routine. Like I haven't had a routine in a decade.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
even
funny
since-
because I'm the exact opposite. Like, if I'm home, I feel like I'm not in the right mindset to be playing the show. Like, I need to wake up in a van, shower at a truck stop, and then get on stage. Like, then I'm like, all right, rock and roll. And like sleeping in the van, especially like if Annie's driving and I'm sleeping, it's just like that.
Right.
It's like being a baby, just being lulled. like, rocked to sleep.
Sometimes Mel's
That's
asked
this
me
guy
to
over
just
there.
Yeah. as soon
yeah.
as the band
Sometimes
starts-
Mel just asked me to drive her around so
man.
she could take a nap.
Yeah, it's almost like a joke.
Yeah.
As soon as like the gas, the foot hits the pedal on the gas, he is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm driving for like 10 minutes. I put on some music. I'm like, oh, I think Eddie might like this. I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah. Well, I remember like maybe it was like a year or two ago. Annie, I don't even know if you remember. We were playing at It was either Amityville Music Hall or Revolution. I remember calling you and just being like, I just don't feel like something's missing. Like, we're going to play the show, but something's missing. And you were like, do you want me to come pick you up in the van? Because we were going to just meet there. And so you came and picked me up, and I was like, okay, now it feels right. Like, I have to arrive in the van together. Like, it feels...
Van nap.
Take a short van nap, and now we're good to go.
I get your sentiment for sure.
Yeah. Or there was definitely, I feel like at some point, well, it varies of like things during this quarantine time where like there were like days where like I like wasn't sleeping. I'm like, maybe I should just go sleep in the van outside just to get a good night's sleep. You know?
You gotta like park next to a highway though, so you hear the cars going by like at a truck
we live
stop.
across the street from a freight train, so
There you go.
When we, like I mentioned, how we bought the house and then the tour got canceled. So we didn't think we were going to be home for that 6 weeks, and we still had our old apartment, and we had subletted it to a girl because like we just didn't have time, because we had just gotten home from another tour and we didn't have time to actually move. So the plan was, sublet the other apartment while we're gone, go on tour, and then when we get back, we'll actually like move our stuff. Mm-hmm. So then when the tour got canceled, luckily we had the house to move into, but we had the apartment with all of our stuff subletted. So like for the first 6 weeks, like we didn't have our bed, we didn't have our kitchen stuff. Like she let us come in and take a little bit of stuff, but that was also when COVID was like starting to get bad. So she didn't want us to come in there too much. And I remember Matt being like, let's just go sleep in the van. And I was like, no, we just bought this freaking house. We're going to sleep on the floor if we have to, Which is the opposite of, I remember we stayed at this motel in Asbury Park last year, and it was real seedy. And I said to Matt, I was like, why don't we just sleep in the van? And he was like, no, we paid for this hotel room. We're sleeping in this hotel.
I know sometimes those truck stops are a lot better than like the seedy hotel for the night,
Yeah. Sometimes they're safer too.
Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we've never had a problem with truckers. Like everyone's always so nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's like everyone's in the same boat. They're all sleeping in their cars too, and it's like they don't want anything to happen to them. So like everyone kind of watches out for each other. I feel like and there's always movement because truckers are always driving in and out through the night.
Right.
So there's always someone awake. It's not like desolate.
I mean, there is some creepy, dodgy trucker shit.
Oh yeah,
for sure. But I haven't really seen any of it. I hear it's out there, but I really haven't experienced any of it.
Knock on wood.
Never met a lot lizard in person.
Yeah, usually we're just like, walking around making friends with everyone. Like, oh, how you doing? Where are you headed? Oh, we're headed that way. You're headed that way. Cool, safe travels.
Never even met one lot lizard.
Never met a lot lizard.
Let alone a lot of lot lizards.
Yep.
Bad joke.
I'd just like to give a quick shout out to everyone in the chat. Hope everyone is doing well. I see Grumpy, Matthew J, Billy. I'm just going to go through and name some names. Lori, Steven, Kieran, Judy. Hello, everyone. I know I missed some people, but thank you guys for tuning in, and hope everyone's doing all right.
I just figured out where the chat is that I can see it. I was looking at the private chat this whole time. I was like, okay, cool. There is some people here from our Monday night live stream that came on. Hi, everybody.
Nice.
Oh, Joe, you're so good. You put our link to the music video up. What's up, Lori? Billy Obong. The best. You guys are the best. Kevin McDonald. Hi, friends. Thanks for being here.
Oh, Matt in the chat just said more horror scenes happen at hotels than truck stops.
This is true.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a truck stop horror music
film
video or something.
Okay, yeah. A remake
Zombies just come out of the trucks.
At a truck stop.
I gotta write this down. The truck stop hop.
A remake of Psycho, but at a truck stop, like a family-owned truck stop, and it could happen to you. There's even a shower.
Yeah.
I just want everyone, like every driver that gets out of the truck, to just be a zombie, and they're just like creeping around the parking lot.
I like that.
Totally.
Should we share our worst hotel experiences?
Yes.
Okay. You guys think of yours while we talk.
Okay.
We don't have many hotel experiences.
Wow. No.
I think we got one once.
I might have to stay at a lot. Like, I mean, many times we just stay at strangers' houses or friends we've met on the road or sleep in the van. But occasionally we get a hotel. And this was one. in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I'm pretty sure I Pricelined it. Yes, I definitely Pricelined it because I remember arguing with
Bill
like
Clinton.
Shatner on the phone. And it was like 50 or 60 bucks. And we get there, and it would have been one of those days where we were just driving for, like all day. And I think we had the next day off. That's what it was. We had the next day off, and we just picked a spot that was like halfway in between the two gigs where it was like, seemed like there was somewhere where we could do something the next day. So we picked Hot Springs, Arkansas, because we figured we could actually go to the Hot Springs the next day. So we get there. It's like 10 p.m. We're super tired from driving all day. And we pull in the parking lot. It definitely looks a little bit shady. It seems like there might be some drug dealing action going on in the parking lot. Maybe there are some hookers, but whatever. So be it. You got to make a living. So I go in, and the woman says, the woman gives me the key to the room, and I go walk to the room. I think the guys are waiting in the van.
Yeah.
And I walk to the room, and I open it, and it's like a dirty room. I see like the bed's unmade, and there's garbage and stuff on the floor. So I go back to the woman. And I say, you gave us a not clean room. And she says, I'm so sorry. I will take you and walk you to a presumably clean room. So the guys are still waiting in the van. And as I'm walking to the hotel room, there's like curtains open on the empty rooms, So, and I'm walking past the room, and I just see a rat like on top of the chair in the room, and it's just kind of like looking at me, and then it scurries down underneath the chair, and I'm thinking like, oh no, that is not a good sign. But again, I'm like, we're so tired that I was just like, don't mention
$35.
Don't mention it to anybody. Like that's not our room. Let's just get through the night. Let's just go to sleep. So the woman shows us into our room, and it seems like it's clean. So I tell the guys, here we are. We go in. And we're just kind of like, Matt's smart. If it's ever like anything that even seems a little bit seedy, he'll check all the mattresses, make sure there's no bug beds, and like check under the sheets and everything. What did I say? Bug beds? Bed bugs. Bed bugs.
Oh, here you go. Another website. This one's not an app, but it's a website. Bedbugregistry.com.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
That's really good.
Every hotel listed.
I lived in Astoria, Queens during like the bed bug outbreak of like 2008. I think that was like 2007, 2008. That was terrible.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, so he's checking the bed, and he lifts up the mattress, and there's like a used hypodermic needle underneath the mattress,
inside a Doritos Cool Ranch bag.
And I was just like, oh no, you guys, there was also a rat. That was like the rat part just came out,
and the toilet didn't work.
I went to use the bathroom, and the toilet just wasn't connected to anything. The pipes just went nowhere.
And then we went to pick up the phone to call the front desk, and the phone like had no cord to be connected to the base.
We're just like, wah.
So at that point, we just like packed all our stuff up and like ran out of there and found like a decent place down the road. And after arguing with Priceline, they gave me my like $60 back or whatever.
See, this is why I'd rather just sleep in the van. It's clean. You know who's in there.
Yeah,
you're right. I mean, thank goodness, we don't have a lot of experiences like that, and that's not something that happens regularly.
Do you guys when you walk in, do you check for certain things? Because Annie and I will walk in. The first thing we do is we'll pick up, the bottom of the mattress. We're checking for bed bugs. I always open the closet door and the shower curtain. I'm checking for dead bodies immediately when I walk in the room.
I'm checking. I check for spiders.
Yeah, Annie's checking for spiders.
I check all the corners. I have to. When I was in Australia last year, and they're known for spiders and snakes coming out of toilets.
Oh, fuck
there.
Man.
So I would go in the rooms and just I looked through every corners. I opened up toilets, I opened up everything just to make sure nothing was in there, because they're all man-eating animals there. So I'm I gotta check everything. But yeah, that's my thing. When I go into hotels, I check all the corners of everything, and it's just because I can't do spiders. I've called the front desk to be like, there's a spider in the room. You have to come and clean it. You have to come get it. You gotta come up. But actually, I don't know if it was really a bad hotel story, but our last tour stop when we were going out of Florida, we got a hotel. And we were taking our time in the morning to get ready to leave because we had time before the gig. and and we were all getting, doing our showers, blah, 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 and we were asking for a late checkout, and they gave us like a little bit of an extension, but I'm like, we need more towels, which is like the way to do it, because then they call an hour later and they're like, you need to check out. I'm like, we're still waiting for towels. No one's brought us towels, and then they start knocking on the door. I'm like, all we need are towels. Like, we're trying to shower and leave. We have to go. But you need to get towels.
We're trying to get out of here.
I'm like, we're trying to leave. We want to go. We got places to go. But
That's
give
great.
us, so that's how we, and then we'll start taking out like one bag at a time from the room just to slow the process.
I like the way you think.
Yeah, that's our getting out of the hotel slowly trick.
Life hacks.
Our tour hacks.
Yep. By the way, you were mentioning William Shatner in Priceline. Did you guys know, a little Halloween fun fact, that the Michael Myers mask is actually a cast of William Shatner's face?
Whoa.
I did know that. Yeah.
Why did you tell me this, Andy?
Why don't you tell me this every day?
I assumed you would know that. It was like the cheapest mask we could get.
Why?
They spray painted it.
Why? Why is that a thing?
It was literally like they had no budget and they went to a costume shop and that was the cheapest mask. And they like spray painted it and that was it.
I mean, it looks great.
It
It looks so great.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly,
there you go.
the guy
William
you
Shatner.
negotiating your hotel rooms.
Oh my god! Wow. Okay, I see it. You say you learn something new every day, right?
Yeah, I just learned it like 2 days ago, so I figured I'd share.
Jamie Lee Curtis for Priceline. You notice
So I
they
guess
have they have that yogurt that she advertises, the Activia, the poop yogurt at a lot of hotels.
Poop yogurt. Love it.
Just want to give another shout out to everyone in the chat. If you have any questions for anyone, now is your time. We got Michelle saying hello. Hello, Michelle. Hello. Just popping up the hellos here.
I see it. Don't bring a black light into one of these hotel rooms, which is smart as well.
Very smart.
Duh.
That is true.
Not a lot of
Just bring your own
greenery
sleeping
here.
bag and your own pillow and pillowcase and just put it on top of the bed.
Yep. Just try not to think about it.
I will say that like touring a lot and staying in a lot of people's houses has made me become a cleaner person in my own home, because I hate the feeling when you go and stay at someone's house and you walk in and you're just like, within 1 second whether it's going to be a positive experience or a negative experience, and you walk in and you're just like, oh no, this place is gross. Like I should have just stayed in the van. Or sometimes you're like, why would somebody invite people to stay here? Like this place is disgusting, And I never want anybody that's, because when we have bands come play in Kingston and we have bands stay here a lot, and I like over the years more and more realize like I never want anybody to walk into my place when they're on tour and feel like, oh shit. I want people to be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have a good experience here. Like I'll take a shower. I don't have to worry about like throwing out my socks because the floors were so dirty or whatever.
Yeah, like I mean, I know that's punk rock a little bit, but yeah, I don't know.
But we like to be
not when you're
clean
40.
punk rockers.
Not when you're 40.
Always wear your flip flops in the shower.
I see Carol is asking if we only tour the East Coast. No, we're based in New York, but we tour all over the country, and we've done one European tour. I hope to do more, but we do. We've gone out to the West Coast a few times, and we've done the Midwest. We've done the South. We go to Texas a bunch, New Orleans, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, if anybody's not familiar with us and you want to know more, or if you want to sign up for our mailing list so that you can know what we've got going on in the future, our website is larahope, LARAHOPE.net. And we send out emails like, well, these days, not terribly often, but once a month. I try to say once a month.
I think it's every day we email you. We just miss you.
Melody just posted in the chat, or pancakes with extra syrup. I must have missed something because I don't know what that's in reference to, but now I'm really hungry and I want pancakes with syrup.
My stomach is grumbling.
Yeah, let's go for some. Yeah, this whole quarantine thing has made late night food kind of, really difficult.
Did you guys start baking bread? And
I baked
No.
five zucchini breads, and 4 of them were disgusting.
oh,
We
But
cook
I
a lot
ate
ourselves
it.
anyway. Yeah, we cook a lot ourselves anyway, but we don't bake a lot. We grew vegetables.
Well, someone
Yeah.
said recently, and I like this. They said like cooking is an art form and baking is a science. And I love
Yes.
to cook, and I don't love to bake.
same. I like just throwing things in a pot and just like see what happens. You can't do that with baking.
For sure. Lyle Charles Scott, we are going to come back to Seattle at some point, I promise. And thank you for all of your support throughout this in terms of buying our merch and just, being here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people have been cool. Like, we've been obviously really trying to push the merch. I mean, this is what I did full time. I mean, Annie, I know you're used to being on the road and, you work for Jones like full time, and you're probably like, what the hell? When is our industry going to come back?
Yeah.
So it's been challenging. Like Matt had been doing some part-time work, doing like scenic fabrication work, but it was all event-based. And Eddie had been working for his sister's school, like teaching lessons and stuff. But they, they lost a lot of their students when quarantine happened. So it's been, obviously everybody has their own set of challenges throughout this.
We had a lot of eggs in the live and music and entertainment-based basket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Did you guys? So you guys set up since I guess you got a new place and stuff, right in time for this. Did you get like new gear and stuff to be able to like start virtually streaming, or what you what
We
get
brought,
cool
we
stuff?
just got we got the iRig.
Mm-hmm.
Which we're using it right now. So we just usually set up like a one room mic. Like we just
we
had
have like a condenser
and
mic and the iRig thing.
But keep in mind, we're also playing acoustic.
Yeah.
So in like the times we've played with the drummer, they just played a snare. So it's not like we need to have everything mic'd and going through amps. Cause like tonight, it's just, I'm playing acoustic guitar unplugged. He's playing his upright bass unplugged, and Eddie's the only one playing through
and we
a
shove
guitar
them
amp.
in the back so that so that it carries and yeah.
So I don't know. That's what we've been doing for now.
Nice.
Old school.
Mm-hmm.
So have you guys counted how many states you've been to and like which ones you're missing?
Eddie's parents actually started making like Eddie joined our band like 2.5, 3 years ago now.
Something like that.
But his parents started making like a map with pins on it ever since.
On
And
a giant map, it's on the wall, and there's always
it's
different
really
color-coded
cool.
pins for how many times we've played there and everything. My dad went full OCD on it.
Yeah. And
All
they
the Brian sets
did
of
one
gigs have
for
a gold pin.
I call it CDO. You have to alphabetize the OCD.
Yeah.
And we did a tour in Europe in just Belgium and Holland, so we played a lot of places in those two countries. So they just printed out a map of just those two countries with all the pins.
But I do think that there's only 2 or 3. No, I'd say 4. Like we haven't been to Alaska and Hawaii, and I don't think we've been to the Dakotas.
I've been to North Dakota, but with my old band. But yeah.
Personally, I think that's it for me, is the Dakotas and Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah.
I know I went to Hawaii last year, and with the hopes of going to Alaska this year to complete my
Have you
whole
been to Puerto Rico?
No.
I want to go there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe next year could maybe conquer Alaska and Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
We have friends that did a tour of friends that live here that did a tour of Alaska, and they had such a good time. They talk about it all the time. They went in the summer, so that the days were long and the weather was nice, and like people
you gotta go
love music
there.
there.
Yeah, you gotta go there as like carrying as little stuff as possible, because sometimes you have to like walk the last leg to your gig. Like sometimes
So an acoustic tour.
Yeah, you need mules.
Yeah.
I'm on a dog sled.
Yeah.
How'd you guys travel here? Minivan to dog sled?
And some snowshoeing in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to go there at some point.
Well, maybe our bands will tour together
Totally.
to Alaska.
That would be so
That'd
fun.
be great.
I would love to go to Alaska.
I like touring
Yeah.
with another band.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. Yeah. I think we're gonna wrap it up in a few minutes, but you guys want to do a last plug of all your sites, and you have a new music video out, and what else you got going on?
Sure, that would be great. Yeah, pretty much everything you can find on our website. The new music video is up there, and there's when we the couple shows we have left that are live are up there, and the link to our merchandise is there, and you can sign up for our mailing list. It's LaraHope, LARAHOPE.net. Please sign up for the mailing list. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We're trying to get that 1,000 subscribers, and we're at like 905 or something. So it's
us too. Everyone subscribe to everyone.
Yeah,
Yes.
subscribe to everyone.
Click all the buttons.
Oh, thank you for putting that link right there. Yeah,
Yeah, we have a lot of fun videos up there, for sure.
Yeah, we have like a lot of music videos from over the years, official music videos. So they're all fun. I think we even have like one compilation video that has 4 or 5 of them all in one. If you don't want to like figure out which links to click, so
You don't.
you got like 30 minutes and you want to be entertained, go to our YouTube and watch some videos.
Nice.
Awesome. Cool.
So thank you so much. I hope you guys come back to Kingston sometime when the world is more normal.
Yes, for sure. And another thing we like to ask the bands before we sign off is if you could have a little a positivity note or something to leave off for musicians or people that go to concerts, or just something like a nice little thing to leave off on.
Something hopeful and promising.
Something hopeful and promising that you feel, words of wisdom.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I do think that people that might not have realized what an important role the arts had in their lives pre-COVID have now realized how much they miss it. Like, I think in the past people took for granted, like, oh, I don't have to go to this show because I can always go to the next one. And I think now people have realized like how much they really, really miss the arts in general in their lives. And I think, and I'm hoping that when we're in a post-COVID world, that people are not going to take it for granted quite as much, and people are going to, appreciate it and want to go out and want to support the arts more than they did in the past. At least that's what I tell myself to sleep at night.
I love it. I'll tell myself that too. I'm going to my bed right now.
That was pretty good.
I think I'm the positive one
Yeah,
of the
that was
bunch.
pretty good. Lara, yeah.
I'd come up with. I have a lot of time to practice my guitar. I was
Yeah.
just almost,
That's
more
true.
time to improve.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in with us, and hopefully we see you. Well, I guess we'll see you in the virtual world for a little while, but hopefully we get to see you and share a stage with you.
Yeah, that would be
day
awesome.
soon.
Thank
Yeah.
you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you, Jackknife Stiletto.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Thanks. Bye, everyone in the chat on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. All right. Bye.